stakeholders, coaches, governors, and general managers. Those are the people calling all the shots. Many WNBA fans are calling out the referee problem, and they are demanding answers and they are demanding changes. It seems like a lot of them are kind of being told what to do. There are other people pulling the strings above them. What actually happens is that we have a competition committee for stakeholders, coaches, governors, and general managers, and that competition committee is the committee that dictates the state of the game. Officiating in the WNBA became as hot button of an issue as any. Heated debates surrounding the league's physicality dominated the headlines, particularly when Indiana Fever star rookie Caitlin Clark was subject to several intentional fouls. The referees who were refereeing the Fever and Liberty game, that one of the referees seems like his only experience was actually refereeing high school games.
If the WNBA is not rigged, they're doing a great job of making it look like it's rigged. Because if you guys didn't see the referees literally, they made a bad call. And if you guys have ever played sports, you know that like when a referee knows they've screwed up, they will do everything they can to not talk to the players. They are running away from the Indiana Fever players. As you can see, like it's not just Caitlin Clark, it's Sophie Cunningham. And he's like, no, I'm not looking. No. And you know bad refs, because again, I live in a country where there are good refs and the good refs know who they are, but the standard of refereeing is absolutely shocking. And like I've seen referees be talking to coaches, and then mid conversation, just when they know they're in the wrong, mid conversation, just turn around and start ignoring players. If it wasn't for the fact that the WNBA is a professional sports league, this would be funny if the WNBA was not a pro sports league. Straight up. It would be funny.
Bombshell alert. WNBA rocked to its core. Adam Silver just fired WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert after a referee blew the whistle on a hidden bribery scandal. What really went down? Let's break it all down. It started during a tightly contested WNBA game. A late collision, no whistle. Caitlin Clark got hit. Referees stayed silent. Fans erupted. Analysts questioned integrity. Within hours, video went viral, and this turned into something much bigger. Days later, that referee quietly vanished, removed before the next game. No press release. Just disappeared. Then, a leaked internal transcript claimed league orders to protect narrative, hinting calls were being managed in high-profile games. According to the leak, direct messages and game notes show referees were coached to ease contact. Let them play physical, especially when Caitlin Clark was on court. This wasn't bad officiating. This was alleged manipulation. News dropped. Social media blew up. Sports networks piled on, calling for transparency. Media investigations began. Sponsors and fans demanded to know. Then NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, yes, the NBA's Adam Silver, had enough. He issued an emergency statement. Effective immediately, Engelbert is suspended pending full investigation. Sources with intimate knowledge tell us there was now a divide in the WNBA offices. Some claim Engelbert feared Clark's spotlight overshadowing the league's broader narrative. Others say it was about control. And it only got messier. Players aligned with Clark whispering support. Past legends spoke out. Sponsors issued cautious statements. Even Clark herself posted, "This is bigger than basketball. I just want integrity." So what's next? Silver's committee launches. 1. Internal audit. 2. External legal review. 3. Officiating team overhaul. Outside regulators are watching. This could end in lawsuits or criminal charges. Heads could roll. Cathy's own lawyer is reportedly preparing $1 million legal defense, claiming no wrongdoing. But can PR undo what's now out in the open? This scandal threatens more than games, sponsors, broadcast deals, player signings, all in limbo. The message? If the WNBA can't guarantee honest officiating, it loses legitimacy. This isn't just a basketball scandal. It's a cautionary tale about integrity, power, and trust. Caitlin Clark shattered records. Now she's challenged the system itself. Will Adam Silver restore faith? Will Cathy Engelbert fight back? Will the WNBA emerge stronger or splinter under pressure? Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. In a stunning turn of events that has rocked the very foundation of the WNBA, League Commissioner Cathy Engelbert has found herself at the center of a firestorm after a leaked internal report and referee testimony revealed shocking allegations of game fixing, targeted officiating, and behind-the-scenes manipulation aimed directly at the league's biggest star, Caitlin Clark. What started as silent frustration over missed foul calls against Clark quickly snowballed into something far darker when video footage went viral, showing clear, uncalled contact in key moments, only for whistleblowers to emerge days later, exposing a pattern of deliberate non-calls ordered from the top. One suspended referee, whose identity was initially hidden by the league, claimed he was directly pressured not to call fouls in high-profile games to manage the optics, especially when Clark was involved. In one shocking moment, the referee reportedly received compensation offers and was told to let them play rough to avoid Clark dominating the narrative. The internal document, now circulating across major outlets, named Cathy Engelbert as the executive who not only knew about the manipulation but allegedly approved it, fearing that Clark's rising fame was turning the WNBA into a one-woman show. The fallout was immediate. Adam Silver, commissioner of the NBA and the most powerful figure in pro basketball, intervened in an emergency action, suspending Engelbert indefinitely pending the outcome of a federal-level investigation, an unprecedented move in professional sports history. As fans, players, and sponsors demand transparency, the WNBA teeters on the edge of collapse. Media outlets from ESPN to CNN have descended upon the scandal. Commentators have called for Engelbert's resignation, and current players have begun breaking ranks with cryptic posts and anonymous tips hinting that Clark wasn't the only one targeted. With legal lawsuits looming, trust shattered, and the public demanding truth, this is no longer a story about basketball. It's about betrayal at the highest level, the silencing of greatness, and whether America's most promising women's sports league can survive the weight of its own corruption. What the public once believed to be just poor refereeing has now been exposed as a systematic betrayal orchestrated from the highest office in the WNBA. Referees didn't just miss calls, they were allegedly ordered to miss them, with one whistleblower revealing that internal emails and briefing documents outlined a clear directive: don't make Caitlin Clark look untouchable. The reason? Her meteoric rise was too powerful, too fast. Engelbert, sources say, feared the league becoming the Caitlin Clark show, and rather than embrace her historic influence, she chose to sabotage it from within. Multiple referees, afraid for their jobs, complied, while others were reportedly demoted or silenced for speaking up. The dam broke when one referee, fed up with being a pawn in a rigged system, handed over digital proof, texts, emails, and recordings to investigators. That moment didn't just expose a toxic culture, it detonated it. Now, with every layer peeled back, fans are learning the truth. Clark wasn't just playing against 5 defenders on the court. She was playing against an entire system designed to contain her brilliance. And with Adam Silver stepping in, many now wonder if this isn't just about Engelbert, but about an entire league that's been lying to its own audience. While Cathy Engelbert stayed silent, the media machine erupted. ESPN analysts were left speechless. Sports journalists called the situation worse than the NBA's Tim Donaghy scandal, and former WNBA legends, who had long supported the league, began distancing themselves. The most jarring development? Sponsors. Major brand deals tied to WNBA star power, including those leveraging Clark's record-breaking viewership, are now on pause, citing ethical concerns. Overnight, Engelbert's face transformed from a pioneer of women's sports to the villain of a potential billion-dollar collapse. Even league insiders say it's far from over. Rumors have surfaced that multiple executives inside the WNBA offices were aware of the officiating manipulation and may have coordinated responses to media inquiries to keep the conspiracy buried. They were afraid of one player owning the league, one anonymous staffer said. So, they tried to control her through the whistle. It's no longer just a scandal, it's a reckoning. And every day Engelbert avoids the cameras, every hour the league delays a formal apology to Clark, the storm grows stronger. Viewership is plummeting, players are starting to speak, and the very integrity of women's basketball is on trial. And now, as the investigation goes deeper, the public is asking the one question no league wants to hear. What else have they been hiding? If Cathy Engelbert was capable of influencing game outcomes, targeting the league's most valuable star, and silencing officials, what's stopping anyone from believing this was part of a larger, long-term strategy to manufacture parity and suppress dominance? Already, veteran players are beginning to share stories, once dismissed as sour grapes, of being iced out by officiating crews after speaking up or losing national endorsements for being too outspoken. The corruption wasn't just about Clark. It may have been woven into the league's DNA for years. With mounting legal threats, player lawsuits, and Adam Silver now demanding full transparency, one thing is clear: the WNBA cannot survive another week of silence. If Engelbert doesn't publicly address the allegations, if fans don't receive answers soon, the WNBA won't just lose credibility, it may lose its entire future. And as social media burns with rage, hashtags like #FireEngelbert and #JusticeForClark are no longer just trends. They're the fuel driving a historic collapse. This was meant to be the season that elevated women's basketball forever. Instead, it might become the season that broke it.